What's really good? What is up, you guys? Johnny here, back again with another video. Sorry about my horrible Boondocks impression. As you can see, got the Heat varsity jacket on. I call it varsity because it doesn't have a letter, so not a Letterman jacket. And my M&M t-shirt. I just woke up a couple hours ago, and so I decided, let's do part 2 of my fishing setup. Today I'm going to show you my tackle box and my rods. I have some interesting rods with me right here. First, let's do my tackle box right here. Some of the stuff is my great grandpa's, so some of the stuff was given to me. Let's see, where do I start? Right here. We got some hooks. Got some hooks right here. I'm actually put the sleeves down. Should like it with the sleeves down better. Right there. We got right here these hooks. I have different types of hooks. You know, small hooks, big hooks. Got these long ones. Now we have these. They have a little bit more of a curve to it. My hooks are rusted because, well, they are very old. Then we have your regular hooks. This is my preferred choice. It's like curved right there. I don't know if that's normal or what. I think that's normal because most of my hooks are like that. Right here we have... Oh, this is in the wrong place. We have these hooks with a little bit of a thing right there. That's pretty good. We have here some small hooks in case I'm catching... what do you call it? Black snapper. They're really small black snappers. Right there. Then I have these triple hooks right here. Don't recommend fishing with these. These are more for lures. I've never been a fan of lures. That's why you don't see lures on any of my stuff. I've just never been a fan of them. Soft plastic baits, yeah, but lures, nah. I don't know what these are. Somebody tell me in the comments. I don't know what these things are. I think they might be like small weights, like really small weights. Then we have right here, we have some weights I bought at Marco Island a couple days ago. My great grandpa actually had heavier weights than this. Look at this. This thing is ginormous. And I have these that I bought at Marco Island. Whoops, I just dropped one. I don't want to get hooked like in SpongeBob. Oh shit. I got some bullet weights right here. Sinkers right there. I have another type of bullet weight. I have smaller weights, and then I have even smaller. I have these, which I absolutely hate. You tie them on the line, or you put them on the line and stuff like that, and then just, yeah, no. This way is all types of fucked up. I don't know why. It's like all types of fucked up. I got some sinkers here. Then we have another one that you put on the line. Yeah. I guess that's that. But it's not over yet. Oh, and I have a bobber, but I've never been a bobber guy. And we have another compartment. Damn right. These are the ones with the two things. Right off the bat, Shabiki rig, or bait rigs. I definitely like using these for when I fish off a bridge or off a pier or something like that. So that's when I use it. I have here my great grandfather's lure. I don't use it. I just keep it here for keepsake because I don't want it to get lost in the ocean or in a lake. Have these for snook. This is the best for snook right here. This green one. I have a white one. And I have a blue one right here. These are best for snook. So I've heard. And when I went to Naples, I got these. Most of this fishing stuff, I got it in Naples. I've been into fishing seriously. Like, I seriously got into fishing last summer. I've been fishing my whole life, but here's where I really started getting into it. Oh, I look ugly with these long sleeves. I'm just going to lift them up a little bit because they're hurting my arm. Alright, there we go. Much better. I have these circle hooks right here. Right there. Circle hooks. It's pretty good. Now we have these corks. My great grandfather liked to use corks as flotation devices as opposed to a bobber. What else do I have? I have here. This was his. This is where you put the fish. You put this through the mouth and through the gill, and yeah. And you would hang all your fish on there. Show off what you caught. He's got a couple knives here. I've actually fixed this one to a degree. It looks like a combat knife, doesn't it? It definitely does look like a combat knife. This thing was covered in rust. It still kind of is covered in rust, but you can actually see the luster on there a little bit. It still works. Point is still sharp. This is still sharp to cut. Yeah. You can see it's getting a little bit of its luster back, but yeah, this thing was absolutely covered in rust. He's got here like a scalpel looking thing. This is more of a newer knife that he bought before he passed, I assume, because this thing has no rust whatsoever. Or maybe he just barely used it. Then he has this pocket knife, which is absolutely totaled. Like, this thing is, I think this thing is like beyond repairable. Like, this thing is totaled. It's kind of like dented at one part, from what I saw. I don't know. I might have somebody fix it up, but to me, this thing is totaled. It's got rust everywhere. It's got rust on the inside. This thing is just, it's dead. Yeah, I can't even open up the other side, if it even has another side. So yeah, pocket knife. I actually keep this here because I do go fishing at night. Sometimes, it's a light. I definitely do like to go fishing at night if I can. So I definitely keep that there. Right here I have a bigger version of a shabiki rig. Yeah. Hey, where's the other hook? Oh. So yeah, this is basically a bigger version of shabiki. I've seen John from John's Fishing Channel use this on a charter boat. But it was actually with line. It didn't have any beads or anything like that. So I'm gonna see if I can use this as a party boat too. Catch double the fish. So yeah. Next we have some spools. These are his spools, so I just keep them here for keepsake. This might be 10 or 20 pound line. I'm not sure, maybe 15. Yeah, it's not that thick. Well, it's pretty thick, but it's not that thick. Then here he has 20, but this is not 20 at the top. This is probably 50 because this is too thick to be 20. Under it is probably 20. But this on the top is 50. Let me see. Yeah, under there's probably 20, but this is 50. Or maybe more. Or maybe it's 30 or 40, I'm not sure. But that looks to me like 50. Now I'm going to show you my rods. Let's go ahead and close this up. Close this thing up. I'm actually going freshwater fishing today. I do that a lot during the summer. I just go to the lake and see what I can catch. This is not my rod. This is my dad's rod. I bought it for him yesterday along with my smaller, the one from part 1, the Classic Series 200 or the Classic 200 Series, whatever. I got this for my dad for Father's Day. He's never had his own rod. At one point we did have 2 of the same identical reels with different rods, but the 2 reels broke. They were complete shit. They were bad reels. So I went ahead. He's never had his own rod because I take them all. Or he just uses this one right here, which I'm not using this reel right now. I have like 3 of them that I'm not using that I actually fixed up. One of them is like, it doesn't even want to turn. This thing doesn't want to turn. So I have to see what's up with that. He used this one, but the last time we used it, it ran out of line, and I just felt bad. So what I decided to do was, I got him his own rod and his own reel, both. Let me go ahead and put this back up here. Go ahead and put that back up there. I got him this. This thing is a behemoth. It doesn't even fit in my room fully. I had to split it apart. Look at this monstrosity though! Offshore Angler Sea Lion. These things were on sale at Bass Pro for $50. So me and my mom decided, let's get them this for you know, Father's Day. You know, Father's Day is coming up about 2 weeks. So I decided to get him this. Very smooth reeling. Of course, he has to know how to care for these, because one time he actually tried to douse my pen in water. Not like missed it like you're supposed to. He tried to put it in the shower and douse it in water. I almost had a heart attack. Luckily, he didn't have. Luckily, I stopped him before he did. I would have. I don't know what I would have done to him if he would have done that. No, I'm kidding. I probably would have been pissed, but I probably wouldn't have done nothing. He probably would have bought me a new one or something. So, yeah, what you're supposed to do with these reels, you're supposed to mist it and then clean it, because if not, this right here, let me go ahead and show you this, and take this as a lesson. If you have reels like this, or if you have any reel in general, there's a care kit, but what they recommend is you just mist this to take the salt out of it and then wipe it down. What I did that day, I didn't have access to a hose, so what I did was I took a wet towel, wiped it down, and then took another towel and wiped it dry. If you douse this in water, this has oil on it. First of all, it's gonna get rusted like shit, and if you dry it, the oil's gonna come out of it. So that's bad. It's a lose-lose situation. That's what that is. Let me go ahead and put this back in. Let's see, right in there. There we go. Let's go ahead. I've actually taken this as a hobby, fixing reels and, you know, doing all that stuff. I already fixed a couple of reels and somebody just sent me a text message. Let me go ahead and put this back in. Oops. There we go. Oh, come on. Doesn't wanna. Don't wanna go back in. Don't know why. Whatever. We'll just leave it at that. So yeah. Sea Lion. This thing doesn't even fit in my room completely. Watch. Look. You're gonna hear it hit my roof. Watch. Listen. That's the roof right there. It doesn't reach. That's about as high as it goes. This thing is bigger than my rod, which I'll show you in a sec. I don't know if the reels are pretty much the same. This one might be a little bigger, but I think you know, the pen are the best reel out there. Try to close this. Jesus Christ, doesn't want to close. Thing doesn't want to close. I'm gonna have to close it off camera. Oh, there we go. Have to press it down. So yeah, never douse your reel in water. Never take it in the water either. And to learn that the hard way. So there it is. Sea Lion, Offshore Angler Sea Lion. This thing is a behemoth. I don't like my rods too big. I like them moderately sized, and I'll show you that in a sec. It has this rubber foot on here, which my rod, I think, lost it. Here's my rod. This is my child. This is my baby. This right here. This is my baby right here. Look at this. This is my baby. This is the Shakespeare Alpha rod, which is a pretty good rod. With somebody sending me mad text messages. Holy shit. Let me see who it is actually. That's a friend of mine. This is the Pen Fierce 6000. Probably the best reel I've ever used in my life, and I've used a lot of reels. The Shakespeare Alpha reel that came with this sucks. Like, the drag was a little button and the drag broke, and then it was like a mess. So I got this a couple months ago. Actually, I think it was like a year already. Or no, it was a couple months. So, I got this, and, oh, shoot. Yeah, it's hitting a bunch of stuff. Pretty good rod. It's not that big. It's not as thick as the Sea Lion. And this thing actually fits in my room. It barely does, but it actually fits in my room. It's not as big as that one, of course. So yeah, this is my baby right here. This is my saltwater. This is like my child. Like I said, my dad tried to douse this in water one time, and I almost had a heart attack. I almost had I don't know. I was about to start crying. But luckily he didn't. I stopped him before, and I told him how the hell you're supposed to clean this. I have some scuffs on here on the reel, cause I like to fish off rocks, fish off piers. These scuffs came from Marco Island. I like to fish off the rocks, so I just put the rod somewhere. Also, another thing you should never do with your reels: never, ever. Sorry about the horrible Chris Jericho impression. Never put your reel in the sand. Never. It'll mess up the ball bearings. Never ever do that. Go to Bass Pro Shop. For $5 they sell sand spikes. Get yourself a sand spike. Or they have like this thing where you can put like 4 rods. Buy one of those. But never, never, never put your reel in sand. Never. Like ever. I had to learn all these things the hard way. So, yeah. Penn Fierce 6000. This is my baby. This is my child. Like, if I ever have a child, like, that ain't gonna be my first child. I'm playing. So yeah. Penn Fierce 6000 with Shakespeare Alpha. That's my rod. This is my baby right here. Whenever I go saltwater fishing, this is what I take. This is my rod and reel of choice. Party boats, they give you your own rod, so yeah. But this is my baby right here. So yeah. And you guys saw my reel and soon to be my dad's reel. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Peace!